What's up, everybody? My name is Angelique, and I am your bookish Bronx girlfriend, here to give you book recommendations to add to your Liberation Library. Let's get into it. So, for our first book recommendation to add to the Liberation Library, I want to recommend Dirty Kitchen by Jill Damatac. So, Dirty Kitchen is a memoir written by a queer Filipino woman who was born and raised in the Philippines, and she ends up immigrating to the United States. But her whole book is about her journey as an undocumented person here in the United States. What I loved about this book was that it was just so genuine and authentic. Quite honestly, when I first started reading this memoir, I didn't really know what to expect, only because there are not a lot of Filipino women memoirs out there. But oh my god, y'all, shit was crazy. I loved the representation in this book. It was so strong. From the food, to the descriptions, to the Filipino family dynamics, everything about it just shouted Filipino, and I freaking loved it. She talks about growing up with an abusive father and an emotionally detached mother. She also talks about experiences with sexual assault, which I think is super brave, because in our society, it's still taboo to talk about it. She talks about all her odd jobs, the struggle to make ends meet, and the struggle to just live life in New York City. The book also takes you through her journey, trying to strive to obtain education in America as an undocumented person. This book also talks about her journey trying to make the American dream come true in a country that does not support everyone. Another thing I loved about this book is that she uses Filipino food and recipes as a literary device to break tension and to transition. But my favorite part of the book is when she talks about falling in love with someone who really cares deeply about her and who really became her partner in life. This book is definitely about Jill's journey to healing from complex trauma. The writing was great. It kept you hooked the entire time. You were rooting for Jill the whole book. And on top of that, you just learned so much from her experiences. I really did feel seen in this book. As a Filipino woman myself, oh my god, the representation was just so strong. She also incorporates a lot of Tagalog language, which I think is amazing because we just don't get that enough in books. I'm not going to spoil the ending for y'all, but oh my god, it was amazing. I really salute Jill for being so brave and being so genuine and being so vulnerable. This book really needs to be on y'all's Liberation Library because it shows you the different dynamics at play when you're an undocumented person, when you're a queer person, when you're Filipino, and when you're a woman. Even if you can't relate to her experiences, it still teaches you a lot about what it means to be undocumented in America. Anyways, I 100% recommend this book to add to your Liberation Library. You learn so much. Just so you know, if you decide to do the audiobook version, Jill narrates her memoir herself. If you read this book already, I definitely want to hear what y'all think. Thanks for listening, y'all. Happy reading!